Hello folks, so I'm going to start today kind of showing you how this final project is going to play out. I went ahead and I created a document for my, just kind of like show us demonstration as far as how it's all going to look. So what I have here, basically, it's a title page, and some of the other pages in here kind of explain what the campaign is all about. So here's my poster design. This is like social media things that kind of like pull up some of the like statistics about art that's in there. Apparel that I had mocked up, and I did a mug kind of mock up here, and then a synopsis of the whole campaign. So this is pretty much what is going to lay out. Now, of course, mine's going to be different than yours. You may have other elements that you're going to pull into it. This is what I was able to come up pretty quickly to kind of show you. I also have like placeholder text in here, but I am not expecting you guys. I hope you guys are going to put in some kind of placeholder, or not placeholder, real wording as far as what your campaign is all about and how it's going to be affected, where it's going, all that kind of stuff. As far as in a marketing element, to kind of like pull that all together. So, what I'm going to do is, however, I want to show you how to kind of like make it all kind of look great together, and how you're going to render this out. Now, of course, you can do an EPUB. Now, if you remember some of the things that only work with EPUB, like animation and going to states and all that kind of stuff, only work with EPUBs. So you're going to have to export out an EPUB. Now, I won't be able to show you that here, mostly because it doesn't work very well on a Windows platform here. I have to download a particular reader in order to actually see it. And the one I've downloaded actually does not work very well with it. But I am going to show you basically the bare minimum that I want to actually see. So what I have here is basically this whole element here, and I want to be able to basically give some kind of navigational element to be able to show where it's going, the next buttons and all that kind of stuff, to kind of like give some kind of navigational element. Now, for this first page, I'm actually not going to have like a black bar up there. I want to actually have it look like this. And I'm going to put in a kind of like a triangle. So here I'm going to put it at polygon width, 100 pixels, height, 100 pixels, and the number of sides is 3. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And I'm going to do this at 0. And to kind of go back as far as what size are you making it, that's totally up to you. I've chosen the iPad size when I created this particular document. But you can choose any size you want. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and I'm going to type out the word start. And I'm going to bring this up. I like Evanir Next. That's my favorite font, as you guys already know. And I'm going to include properties for it. Let's go with here with 36, 64, and let's say 72. Okay, just like that. Alright, we're going to make that one white as well, along here. And I'm going to put this down here at start. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to basically tell the people that are looking at this to kind of like look at this area and start the presentation. So if I go to Window, I'm going to go to Interactive. I'm going to go to Buttons and Forms, because that's where I'm going to actually put this at. And I'm going to hit Button. And I'm going to call this one my next button. And it's going to be on release or tap, which is what I wanted to do. And I want to go to the next page. So I'm going to choose that. And then I'm going to give it a rollover state. Something a little bit different. Maybe I go ahead and choose bring down this a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit closer to what I have down here. There. Go ahead and hit OK. So I have that, and it's going to roll over, and it's going to go to the next page. So that in all reality should work. So I'll go ahead and click on this just to test it and make sure that everything works here. I'm going to go ahead and just click on it. And in this state, when I'm in this preview, I do have to come over here where it said set preview document mode. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to hit play. I'm going to let it think for a second. It's exporting out HTML, writing PNGs. I'm going to go over here and click that, and then it will go and set up the next page. So it does work. It goes to the next page, which is what I wanted to do. So I'm going to close that for now. Alright, so since I have this, it's already set up as a button, I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to go up here, edit, copy. I'm going to go to my next page, and I'm going to go edit, paste. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on normal, so I'm back to normal. Here, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to bring it up here. Alright, so this is going to be my next page. So it's basically, I've already had that set where that button is going to go next. Alright, and I'm going to have another one that will go previous. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to reflect it. So I'm going to go transform, flip horizontal. I'm going to put that right up there by there. Now, one of the things I want to be able to do is, what if I wanted to actually have it go to like a navigation element, like certain pages, let's say. Alright, so what I can do is I can go ahead and I'm going to, well, let's say, I'm going to create a circle, let's say. I'm going to make it bigger, like this, and I'm going to fill it with white. Just like so. Alright, I'm going to bring this stroke down. Just like so. Alright, and I'm going to zoom in because I want to be able to put some kind of number here. So I'm going to choose 1. And I'm going to make this Evan You're Next. And I'm going to make this one heavy. Just for the sake of doing that, and I'm going to bring this up to maybe like 30 or 36, let's say. Alright, and I'm going to basically make this one centered. I'm going to put this over it. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to bring this there, and that there. Alright, so it's like that. We got this one just like so. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to group that. And I'm going to bring it over here. Alright. So I'm going to put that in there. Now I'm going to create this as a button. Alright. And this is going to be page 1. I'm going to do a rollover first, just so I can get that all set into place. So like this here. I'll go with a lighter green. What I'm going to do is, and I'm going to go up here and give it a name. Button 1, let's say. Alright, on releaser tap, and I'm going to have it go. Let's say we go to the, let's see. Yeah, we don't want to have it go to the next page, or go to page, because we're not going to do an EPUB. So we're going to go destination. Now, one thing I haven't explained in destination is as far as how do you go ahead and set that up. So right now, what I have is each of these pages has like a certain element to it. So if I go ahead and I'm going to take an item or a box here, and I'm going to write down page 2, let's say. And I'm going to bring this up to, let's see, just so I have it, written down here. Alright, and I'm going to go to bold, and I'm going to increase that to 6. Now, it's like important for you to understand that this actually doesn't have to be a text box. It can be anything you want it to, but what you're going to do is set it as kind of like a marker. So I'm going to go up to window, and I'm going to go interactive, and I'm going to call it like bookmarks, let's say. All right, so bookmarks. So if I click on this, and I want to create a new marker, all right, so I'm going to put this here. Yeah, anything that's on that page. So I'm going to basically make sure that this kind of overlaps that a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this new marker, and I'm going to call this one page 2. Let's say. Okay. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to bring this one up here, and I'm going to click on that one, and I'm going to make sure that that one is another bookmarker. So I'm going to click on that. Actually, let's do this. Alright, let's reverse this a little bit. I'm going to take that bookmarker off, and I'm going to copy and paste. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paste these all in here. So I'm going to click on that, bring that down, bring this down, bring this down here, bring this down here, and bring this down into here. And I'm going to call this one page, I think this one's 7. And this one is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Alright, 1. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and make sure that that's overlapping in there, and we're going to create a new bookmark, and we're going to call this page 1. And click on this one, and I'm going to add a new one, page 2. Click on this one, add a new one, page 3. This one, page 4. Click on this one, page 5. Click on this one, page 6. And the last one, we're going to do page 7. If I can type it. We'll go ahead to page 7. Okay. So now we're going to go back up to our button here, and we're going to work with that. So I'm going to click on that, and go buttons and forms again. Alright, and I want to go to my destination. So, like right there, since it is, I want it to go to actually page 1. Which is down here because I didn't add a space in there. But I want it to go to page 1 is what I want it to do. Alright, so we have it going to a destination, and it's going to page 1. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and make sure that this is a normal. And I'm going to create a copy, or if I hold down Alt-Shift, basically it'll make a copy of that. I'm going to make another copy. I'm going to make 7 copies of it. Like so, I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to go to my properties box, down there, alright, and I'm going to look at the distribute space. So I'm going to distribute space so it all looks nice and neat, and I'm going to name these, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. Now with that, destination is going to change to page 2 for that one. I'm going to change that one. Destination is going to go to page 3. This one's going to go to page 4. This one's going to go to page 5. This one's going to go to page 6. And this one's going to go to page 7. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and test this. So we're going to click on that. We're going to make sure that this is set to preview document modes, and I'm going to hit play. Alright. We're going to wait for it to export out the HTML for it. Alright, so we're going to set start, and then what we can do is we can go ahead and click on these and see if they work. So that one does work, but since it is in that way, we're going to go page 1 there. Now we did miss something here, so we want to make sure that we fix this. So in this area, go back here, we go roll over. Forgot to change the number, so we're going to change that. So we're going to go 2. Okay, go roll over. Page 3. Go this one, go to roll over. Page 4. Go this one, roll over. Page 5. Go to this one, go to roll over. Page 6. And then for the last one, we're going to choose roll over, and we're going to change this one to page 7. It's important that I actually do all these first, just for the sake of when I go ahead and do all these other pages, we'll have most of our stuff all done and ready for us. Alright. Now what we can do is the best thing, one of the things we can do here is you can actually go ahead and copy all of this. So I'm going to select all of that, and I'm going to hold down Shift and select background and this. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to group that all together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Pages, and I'm going to go to the A parent, and I'm going to go Edit, Paste in Place. Okay, sorry. I'm using shortcut keys, so this isn't working. So I go Edit, Copy, Parent, and I'm going to go Paste in Place, so like so. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, I'm going to go up to Window, and I'm going to go to Layers. This is the only time I probably use layers in this area. Mostly because what I want to do is I want to move this up to Layer 2, because it will mess up some of the things on other pages. So I want to make sure it's actually on Layer 2 instead of Layer 1. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to shift click on this. So that way I can take that one out of the first page. And in this one, I'll go ahead and just click on that. So basically I have all these other pages just like so. So let's test this out and see if this works. Alright, we're going to go to the second button here, and we're going to play it. Wait for it to render out HTML. Alright, so we'll go ahead and hit Start, and that way we can kind of like pan. We can go to each of the pages using this one. Or we can go I forgot to change that second button here. But we can also go to any of these. So if we go to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just like so. Alright. So we're going to change that one button. So I'm going to go back to my parent here. And I'm going to go up here. And I'm going to ungroup that. Just so I can work with this button. Okay, instead of next page, we're going to go to previous page, and we're going to take that one out. Yes. Alright, so let's see if that one works now. Let's think for a second. Oh, actually, nope. I'm on the wrong page, so I'm going to click that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to try this now. And we're going to hit the second button here and play. Export out the HTML for it. Alright, and we click there. And here's the problem I have, is that basically I have the navigation. This is the problem with layers. Why I wanted layers in that. So I'm going to go back to my parent here. Okay. I'm going to select all of that except for the background, and I'm going to move this up to layer 2 instead of 1. Okay, now I go back to this. I'm going to play that now. Second button, play. Let it render out the HTML. Alright, and then start. There I am. So we're going to go one step there, and I'll go one step back. we'll try all these buttons and then try this one as well. Okay. Now we can start, and you can try all these other ones here as well. So they're all working just fine. Now what I can do is I can add some page transitions to this if I want to. So I'm going to go edit or interactive page transitions. Now of course remember this is something that only works with Windows platform. It's like because some of the Macs don't work like this, so you don't have to put in transitions, but I'm going to do that just for the sake of showing you how this is done. Alright, so I'm going to add some more in here, and I'm going to go up to export, so file export, and I'm going to export this as presentation 2 and hit save. Alright, and I'm going to go to interactive element, so interactive PDF. I'm going to open up in full screen mode. I'm going to export this out and see how this all works. So hopefully it'll all work out good. So I'm going to start this. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yes. We're going to open up this in full screen mode and see how this looks. Alright, so see, there we go. We have this opened up to the title. I hit start and test some of my buttons. It goes to the next page, go to the next page, go to the next, and go back. Okay, I'll try some of these out. Page 5, 3, 7, 1, start. Okay, so that all works out fine. So hopefully that gives you guys enough start to go ahead and start this or end this project. And I will see you in the next video.